First of all, we established a rule in our house. You're not allowed to play the same team against each other. So she always picks the Sparks. So it forces me to choose between all the other WNBA teams. And you know what?
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Pittsburgh, and now the Lakers starting group. Rozier's out there with Curry. And there's Bryant. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for Pittsburgh, they've got Young. Marcus Morris is out there with Carter. Then it's Reddish. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg. This time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, getting everybody on the same page sometimes it can take time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Now here is Young. Outside Curry. And it's sent back by Carter. Now, here's Reddish. Rozier defending. Passes it to Barrett for the 3. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at Pittsburgh in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Reddish. And Curry pulls it down. And so Curry will bring it up for the Lakers.
And looking at Curry's stats, one thing that jumps out, and it may be a little surprising, for the last 3 seasons, he's averaged over 5 rebounds a game.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Pittsburgh with the possession here after the basket by the Lakers. A nice shot by Young. And those rebounding numbers, GA, just speak to Curry's overall impact.
And when you look at Steph's size and the amount of time he spends on the perimeter, there's no way he should be cleaning the glass like that. But you can't teach heart and you can't teach instinct, and he has both.
Here's Harrell following the basket by Trae Young. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Carter. Here's Young. Buries it down low.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry against Young. Curry with it. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Warren, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Young will bring it up for Pittsburgh. It's a 3-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Pittsburgh shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
There's a tremendous demand in the NBA right now for the kind of build that R.J. Barrett gives you at that guard position. So sturdy, so strong, and he has a chance to be one of the best guards in the league for many years to come.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Curry.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Reddish. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, he's just got such a nice, easy release on the 3-ball. Reddish not looking rushed.
Rozier the pass to Curry. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
it seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Pittsburgh leads by only 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to just that feeling.
Greg, this guy is a premier performer, and the hardwood is his stage. He always plays well.
No doubt. I mean, fans pay to see him as much as anyone. And when you think about the last decade of basketball, he's changed the game as much as anyone with his range.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Bryant. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Curry. And it's Warren in at the small forward. Pass to Reddish. Back to Young. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. And here are the Lakers, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Bryant against Barrett. Young with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot by Warren, no good. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Barrett with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise because they had many years battling against one Steve Nash. But R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's a great move by Trae Young, and a brave one at that, playing right into the defender.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Trains the 3-pointer.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
There's the pass to Reddish. Morris outside. Six to shoot. With the tip, it's good on the putback. Barrett's got it all tied up now for Pittsburgh.
Well, the hustle from RJ on the offensive end was tremendous.
Pass to Warren. Back to Bryant. Warren against Barrett. Right side Warren. A second chance effort. And no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim. Harrell's got his second bucket.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
Curry against Young. From past the arc.
Like it when your superstars still make.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and that about wrapped.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Morris. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Barrett at the small forward. Curry kicks to Harrell. Rozier for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Rozier's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Lakers. And for the Lakers, we've got Thomas Bryant. Harrell is out there with Warren. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. And here's Reddish. Passes it to Morris. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Morris has got 6.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Curry passes to Bryant. Stolen by Carter. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Harrell. The pass to Curry. Misses the 3. Barrett against Curry. Pass to Reddish. Back to Barrett for the lead. A 3-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got the lead up to 2 now for Pittsburgh.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke, had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there were a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
And the layup falls. He's got 17.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Pittsburgh, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Passes it to Carter. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Barrett. Morris trying to free himself up, and Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 7 points here in this quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And so Young will bring it up for Pittsburgh. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Morris. That one misses. Great D that time from Harrell. The Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Bryant finds Rozier. Curry against Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
That's how you run the pick and roll. You have to respect Steph shooting the ball, and then he just slices the D up with the pass.
Pass to Reddish. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rozier the pass to Harrell. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Harrell. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Where hasn't he scored from? Inside, outside, in between game, driving to the hoop. Steph doing it all right here.
Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Carter in at the center. And the basket by Rozier.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And Bryant kicks to Rozier. Outside Warren. Off target from three-point range. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Here's Barrett. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
And how about R.J. getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Top of the key, Bryant. The pass to Rozier. Over Carter. And again, it's the Lakers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry against Young. Feeds it to Barrett. All sorts of time. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's a good confidence builder right there as R.J. finds some room from the mid-range to knock it down.
Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Here's Young, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That is why Trae Young has the ball.
And that one falls for Young.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 1. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Steph Curry.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Reddish.
And Cam Reddish has been waiting for that kind of moment.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Curry against Morris. Here's Bryant. Carter pulls it in. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Curry looking it over. Puts it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Montrezl Harrell, not the first guy you think about, but he comes through first class.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 1. 50 seconds left in the game. The inbound. It falls.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
They double team Curry. Bryant has the open look. Bullseye.
When your superstar is as unselfish as Steph Curry is, that's what gets other guys going.
Young passes to Reddish. Morris trying to free himself up. A shot by Reddish, no good. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Curry. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rear block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're behind by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And so the Lakers take the win. This win, such a tremendous emotion. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for